I know. That's like insane. The Rotten Tomatoes thinks your favorite Jim Carrey movie from one of the comedic geniuses of our time is a 48%.
I mean, it's no 4% like the Cranks, but it's still not great. What is Chiefin, my dudes? I hope you're having a fantastic Friday, and I hope you had a great 4th of July. I hope you have all your fingers still. Some people don't know how to throw amuse, okay? Get it together, people.
Some people like to vigorously chop vegetables during the 4th of July, so hope you have all your fingers with you.
They're like, we need to pair the hot dogs with cucumbers. Chop, 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 chop.
Don't do that.
Gone. You know, I actually hope we were doing potato slicing for Thanksgiving a couple years ago, and we were having a contest.
Like it's like a thing that people do a lot, like a sack race.
Thanksgiving.
We were like doing potato slicing.
Like, well, we had a slice of potatoes so we could make mashed potatoes.
Okay,
that's a pretty common thing for Thanksgiving, like very common.
Okay, so we were making mashed potatoes.
Nah, dude, we were potato slicing, and, and so we're slicing potatoes, and we had 3 potato slicers. So it was me and my 2 sisters, and we're going as fast as possible, right? And we're just like going at it. And I'm like, I'm gonna win. All of a sudden, Hope just goes, just a slice right off the top of her finger.
Oh.
And it went somewhere in the sink. We couldn't find it because it skin looks pretty similar to potatoes, honestly. So we're trying to find this piece of skin. Yeah, no, it went in the sink. We didn't eat the scraps.
Oh, got it. Oh, yeah. Why are you trying to find it then?
Well, I wanted to see how big the slice was because it was a long chunk, dude. It wasn't like a small little nick. Like she put a Band-Aid over it and was like, I'm done. I'm never slicing potatoes ever again. I think that she did it on purpose. I think she did it on purpose so that she would never have to do it again. That's actually kind of smart.
Smart move. It's a perfect crime.
Slice your finger. No one would think who would self-harm during Thanksgiving, but never have to do it again.
Honestly, that's a PSA that's not shared enough. Don't self-harm during Thanksgiving.
Self-harm during Thanksgiving. That way you don't have to slice potatoes ever again.
Shit. How's it going, dude? It's been a few weeks.
No, it's been a week.
Yeah, it's been 1 week.
1 full week. I have a joke for you. It's pretty freaking great. So speaking of Thanksgiving, a girl brings home her new boyfriend, and he's all tatted up. He's got piercings all over. He's got a mohawk. And his general demeanor is that of an asshole. Like, he's just really mean to the whole family.
I mean, he's got to be. He has a mohawk.
That's the key sign, is the mohawk. And so the mom pulls the daughter over to the side and is like, hey, I don't think that he's a very nice guy. I think he's really mean. And then the daughter goes, Mom, if he wasn't a nice guy, would he be doing 500 hours of community service?
On the line of comedy for this Tomatalk, I looked up some stats on some stuff that might be interesting to us to get an idea of the absurdity of Rotten Tomatoes, because it's been a while since we did Rotten Tomatoes. But I wanted to look at criminally low Rotten Tomato scores for comedies. And I
feel like most comedies are criminally low because comedy is all subjective. Like, you might think something's hilarious. Like let's say someone thinks that this terrible movie, Christmas of the Cranks, is a good movie.
Honestly, it's way better than a 4%.
All I got to do is bring up how crappy Christmas of the Cranks is, or
gets me going.
How crappy Big Red is, and it just
honestly
lights a fire.
If they gave Christmas with the Cranks like a 50, I wouldn't be so I would disagree, but I wouldn't be so fueled up. For them to give it a 4% is just like a spit in my face.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? I gotta say, I just recently saw Top Gun 2, and your boy Miles Teller did a great job in that movie, and I think you would really like it.
I know. That's what everyone's been saying, but I really just don't care about it.
You would if you saw it. I guarantee.
I give zero shits about fighter, but if it was a movie of Tom Cruise and Miles Teller playing basketball or rapping, I'd be so
a little bit. But here's the thing.
Into it.
Look,
I don't care.
I have no desire to be in the Air Force at all and fly planes. The second I got out of that theater, I was like, I should enlist.
Oh
Like
shit,
I
that's
should.
like a conspiracy theory. You think they
It was good, dude.
look
Like it
through
was
the
definitely
funding?
good.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure it is.
maybe like the Air Force was funding that crap. Or I think it's the Navy actually. It's the Navy that he works for in the
No,
movie.
they can't fly planes in the water, Daniel.
They're on aircraft carriers that are in the water.
Semantics.
Yeah, it's the Navy because they mentioned that in the movie. She's like, you don't know how to sail, and he's like, no, I fly planes for the Navy, and they're like, there's ships for that. He's like, I land on the ships. I don't
Who
drive.
are the bad
ships.
guys in Top Gun? Is it like terrorists?
In the first one, I don't remember, but the second one, it's like these people who they had like a shipment of like uranium coming in, and they had this mission, and they're trying to stop it. I don't know who it is. They just say a bad person's base, pretty much.
Interesting.
They might have said it in the movie. I might have just forgot. I don't know, but I don't think that they mentioned it.
It's got to be a foreign power, right? If it's like Navy and
Yeah. Maybe they were just like, oh, you know what? We don't really have anyone that's really bad right now, so we're just gonna say just an undisclosed place.
Low key, we don't want Putin to hit the red button, so we're gonna say it's the French.
Yeah, let's just say these people were not speaking English, okay?
I'll probably not see it, but I'm sure it's
I would
a
recommend
great
it,
movie.
dude. I'm telling you,
I
it is a
know.
good movie,
Everyone
and you would
does.
like it.
Everyone does. I'm probably not gonna see Ted Lasso either.
Dude, I hate you so much sometimes.
All right, let me get through these movies. I looked at the movies of 3 comedic geniuses of our time to see what Rotten Tomatoes ranks some of their scores. I looked at Will Ferrell movies, Jim Carrey movies, and Adam Sandler movies.
All of those are going to be criminally low. I guarantee it.
I'll go highest to lowest.
Okay.
And these are movies I pulled. So I didn't pull like these fringe movies that I don't really care about. Like the movie Will Ferrell did like in all Spanish. I didn't pull this on here. But I'll go high to low.
Okay.
The highest movie of the movies I pulled of Will Ferrell is Talladega Nights at 71%.
That's
Then
okay. That's actually pretty good for his comedies.
That's the highest. Then it goes
Oh.
Old School 60%. Oh no, I'm sorry. Anchorman 66%. Old School 60%. Step Brothers is a 55%.
I'm pretty shocked at Old School, first off. That's a great movie.
Kicking and Screaming 41%.
I
And
can
the
see that,
lowest one is Semi-Pro at 22%.
I gotta be honest, I don't like that movie.
I don't love it, but I don't think it's 22%.
Because it's got basketball involved. Do they rap during that movie as well?
No, but they sing soul and funk.
Yeah. So there you go.
Everybody got to funk me sexy.
Yeah, I don't think it's that good of a movie. And Josh and you were like, oh, dude, it's so good. And then I watched it with you guys, and I was like, I'm clearly late to the party here because I do not find this funny. But I had to
it's
lie.
So funny, like they developed the alley-oop and like the refs call it. Yeah, it's insider basketball.
I had to like lie to you guys and be like, yeah, dude, it's so good. And like reference the movie even though I didn't like it. Because
Yeah,
I'm
and
like,
he just
I
went
barely
home
know
and
you
fucking
guys.
whacked it to Top Gun.
I did. Yeah. It was like top cum in my room, all right?
Ugh.
Maybe we bleep out that word. I don't know if I should say that on
Cum's
the air.
appropriate.
Is it though?
I mean, it's not appropriate, but it's not like bleepable.
I feel like that's not a word you can say.
Cum is totally a word you can say.
Well, we've said it 4 times now, so it's gonna be my
Cum,
judgment
cum.
call when we get to the point where I'm editing it and I'm like, I don't know, I can't stand hearing this.
All right, Jim Carrey movies. I'll do the
Okay.
same thing, top to bottom. Of course, just a well-made movie, top to bottom. Said that twice.
Almighty.
Liar, Liar, 83%.
Wow, 83. Okay, that's a great movie though, so I understand that.
Surprisingly, number 2 is Dumb and Dumber at 67%.
That's shocking.
Cable Guy is an insane 54%.
I thought it would be lower than that. I liked the movie. I actually
I
really
think
liked that
Cable
movie.
Guy is a good movie. It's a cool story too. Like how?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But
Bruce
I can
Almighty,
see why they would've-
48.
Really? That's a shock. I would have thought that would be really high up there.
Just
Did you look
wait
up Dumb and Dumber 2?
No. I think that one was very, very low. That's the one they just put out like a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, I don't think it did well. I think it was pretty
Yeah,
bad.
it was really bad. This one's really going to shock you. Ace Ventura. 1 and 2 go 48 and 24%.
Oh my gosh.
And then the one that deserves...
That's like my favorite Jim Carrey movie.
I know. That's like insane. The Rotten Tomatoes thinks your favorite Jim Carrey movie from one of the comedic geniuses of our time is a 48%.
I mean, it's no 4% like the Cranks, but it's still not great.
And then the last place, Fun with Dick and Jane at 29%.
That one I can totally understand. That was a kind of a obscure, likable movie for me. I liked
Daniel,
it.
Do you want me to give you some kind of like context benchmarks as to what Rotten Tomatoes puts other movies at?
What do you mean?
Sharknado's an 82%.
No, it's not.
And Spy Kids is a 93%.
Spy Kids is good. I can understand.
Spy Kids is not better than Anchorman.
It's okay. It's not. You're right. It's not. But at the time, maybe it was.
Spy Kids is Christmas with the Cranks paralleled.
No. Spy Kids 3 maybe, but not Spy Kids 1.
My gosh.
Spy Kids 2 is even pretty good. But I am shocked that it got higher than Ace Ventura or Bruce Almighty even. Or even
by double.
What was the other one that you said? Sharknado? I've never seen Sharknado. I kind of want to watch it now.
That's not a like fan score. That's the critic tomato meter score. They gave Sharknado an 82%.
Why don't we need to do a Sharknado review? We watch the movie and just tear it apart.
You know what? Why don't we really fucking Thanksgiving ourselves and do the whole Sharknado series?
Aren't there like 10 of those?
I think there's like 3.
Okay. I'll do it.
When's Shark Week's coming up, right?
You know, it's funny. I dated a girl who every time she was on her period, she called it Shark Week.
That's funny. That's really funny.
I thought it was so funny. And then she would also say stuff like, "Oh, I can't do anything today. I'm a ketchup packet." And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "You know, like when you would twist the ketchup packet and put it underneath the seat at school?" And I'm like, "Oh!" And it would just go, "Bah!" She's like, "Yeah, that's me right now."
Oh man. Let me get through the last guy. Adam Sandler kind of got shat on the most in terms of like comedians we love. The highest one out of the ones I pulled is Happy Gilmore at 61%.
That is a great movie. I love that movie.
But do you think it's better than 50? Do you think it's better than 50 First Dates?
That's a tough one. I kind of go back and forth with those two. I would say I like 50 First Dates more because it has more of like the love story between those two. So it's not just comedy. It's a good story, yeah. But Happy Gilmore there's so many quotable lines in that.
Well, let me tell you one thing. If you double 50 First Dates score, it doesn't even beat Spy Kids 1.
50 First Dates was like what, 32%?
45.
Oh my gosh. Did you look up
Billy
Just
Madison,
Go With It?
41. Big Daddy, 39. Mr. Deeds, bad, 22. Waterboy's at 33. Like, he just got dunked on. I didn't look up Just Go With It.
Waterboy is an amazing movie. I used to watch that probably almost every night.
33? Honestly, there needs to be a Rotten Tomatoes for comedies.
Is there not a Rotten Tomatoes horror comedy section?
There's obviously not people who like comedy ranking these movies. Like there needs you can't rank other movies if you're ranking comedies and vice versa.
I think what they're doing is actually they're not basing it on the jokes. They're basing it on the storyline alone. And if the jokes are good, then that's a plus.
Yeah, like they're trying to
good.
They're rating the film on like fucking technical film scores and like is it
following Were there any long drawn out shots? No? Oh, 22%.
Yeah, they're like, were the fighter pilots playing football in any of the scenes with their shirts off? No, then it's not going to crack 90%.
If I don't see Tom Cruise's nips and then him run weird for the touchdown, then I'm not giving it anything higher than a 40.
Honestly, if I don't see someone fucking praying to the Allah of Scientology after fucking doing a barrel roll like Skippy from Star Fox, then get out of here.
I think he's actually trying to get out of that.
No way. Zero chance.
I'm pretty sure he's trying to get out of Scientology. But here's the thing. I tried getting out of Scientology for 5 years, and I wasn't even in it.
Says it's a dubious rumor. Tom Cruise making up for lost time? ? Damn, this is really actually sad. He's trying to this is speculation that he would want to reunite with his daughter because he's almost 60 and he's probably had zero relationship with her.
Yeah, I'm pretty shocked. I gotta say, I'm pretty shocked that those movies were so low, and I think that they need to reevaluate who is working for Rotten Tomatoes because you got to base it on the comedy and not how the film is made and like their cinematic performances. It has to
Yeah, it's
be
fucking bullshit.
it has to be the comedy of it. You don't go to a stand-up special and be like, I don't know, man, where were the theatrics? Why wasn't there
Yeah.
more? There were no fireworks. You don't go somewhere and expect something that's not going to be there. That's what
Yeah.
you're going to get when you get a comedy.
That's like you being a really big, like you, really into the movie Grease. You love the music in it. You're a big musical guy. And then you go to every movie and hate it because there's no fucking song numbers in it.
You know what's funny? You know how I write on my board every single time?
Yeah.
I wrote Jesus is the bread today. I was going to write Grease was okay. and then I decided not to.
Grease was okay. Do you know about the cool hidden imagery found within some sports logos?
No, but I know about the cool hidden imagery in some Disney movies, like that tit you see in The Rescuers. That's pretty cool.
Not what I'm talking about at all. Pull up the link I sent you.
You just sent me a link right now?
Yep.
Dude, it's all porn.
All right, do you have this up? Maybe we can like pop it up on screen for people.
Yeah, it looks like the letter M and the letter B.
The Milwaukee Brewers glove, the glove itself has the letter M and B for Milwaukee Brewers.
That's not very hidden. That was the first thing I noticed. I didn't even think it was a glove.
Oh, well then the glove's hidden.
What?
See, it's fucking dope.
Okay,
the next one down, Atlanta Falcons, it's an F.
Oh, I've never noticed that. I'm like, why did they choose that pose
The
for a falcon?
orientation of a falcon looks fucking weird.
That's interesting.
Just an F. New York Islanders don't really care, but it's the island in the logo.
I mean, people that came from New York, they'd be like, oh yeah, totally. Got it.
The Dallas Mavericks, I've never noticed this. In the head of the horse is an M.
Did you notice this, though? Behind him is a basketball.
Yes. Daniel, yes, I knew that was there. This one's cool. The George Washington Carver or whatever. It's the Capitol building into the W. You see the little gift they do?
Oh, I do see it. Oh, that's cool.
That's
yeah, it's in like the little upward squiggle.
Yeah, and the next one's basically the same thing. It's the Capitol building in the Washington Capitol bird.
Nah, dude, that's a bald eagle with a boner. Trust me. Their wieners are white, so.
The next couple are pretty stupid. Let me try to find the one that's really badass. Go to number 15. That's my favorite one. The Arkansas Pine Blue. You see the lion?
Yeah.
The mane has the letters UAPB for the college.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking sick. Whoever designed this is a genius.
I think, honestly, I don't like that one. I think it looks really lame.
What? This is so up your alley.
No, that looks really... The mane is too big.
You would put this on a fucking disc right now.
No, that mane is too big. I'm telling you, it's too big. I don't like it.
On purpose.
I don't like it.
Oh my gosh, dude. All right.
Got any better ones?
Have you seen the Tour de France one? Basically, the logo is a guy on his bike. I'll send you an image right now. It's a little hard to see in my notes, but check that shit out.
I don't really see the guy. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. I have seen it before. My Uncle Eric is super into Tour de France stuff. He used to watch it all the time. And he would record it on his TiVo. And the Tour de France is like every day for like 6 hours, dude. So like he had his TiVo just stacked full of it. And he's like sitting there and he's only fast forwarding to the parts where he sees like people that he likes. So he's fast forwarding and eventually gets to the part he's like, yeah, that was cool. I'm like, you recorded a 6-hour segment for like 2 minutes maybe. It's hilarious, dude. But I mean, I get it. When you're into something, you do what you want to see what you like.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Just like Jackie Moon and the Flint Tropics in Semi-Pro.
Not it's semi-good movie, okay? Semi-good.
Hey. You probably won't like this, but I would suggest you watch the Adam Sandler Netflix basketball movie. called
I
Hustle.
actually want to watch that. I heard it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really dope. I loved it. Even got Logan to watch it.
Oh, nice. Well, I mean, what else is she gonna
Yeah.
do? She's like right next to you. She's gonna be like, actually, I'm gonna go somewhere else in the house while you watch this.
Yeah. She doesn't have to stay next to me just because
You
we're
don't watch
married.
movies together?
Believe it or, we rarely watch movies.
Really?
Yeah, we
Wow.
do a ton of like streaming service, and really like YouTube is probably one of our top 3 like things we watch, just different YouTubers and content on YouTube.
That is shocking. I felt like you guys would watch movies together all the time.
No,
Like have movie
I
night.
maybe watch one movie. I feel like I'm not exaggerating, like one movie a month, maybe.
Maybe save that one movie for Top Gun 2.
Fucking hard pass, dude.
All right. Well, I mean, hey, dude, your baby is almost here, right?
Yep, we are on the I've been training so hard for this. No, I'm in the
Yeah.
ship. We're on the finish line though. It's crazy.
The due date's the 20th, right?
Yeah, potentially. Hopefully, the baby hasn't come yet. I think this is right around the time where it's like, okay, like we're not Freelo and some other friends up here are going to like a lake house for the weekend of the 4th of July, and we're not going because it's like 3 hours away, just in case like anything happens. Because we technically could when this is out, but hopefully it hasn't by the time.
Yeah, that's
out.
that's pretty smart. Play it safe. If it's a 3-hour drive, F that.
Yeah, I couldn't
Plus,
even imagine.
her being in the car for 3 hours, being uncomfortable as hell, being
Yeah.
pregnant is not great. So I get it. I understand.
Yeah, totally. I'm gonna name him Chiefin after all the fans.
Nice. I'm sure the fans will love it. Let's bid everyone adieu. And I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. And from all of us here at the Chiefin Podcast, keep it
Keep it
chiefin'.
Chiefin.
Good sewed, guys.